What's going on, y'all? You already know what it is. This your boy Tune and Sports. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So the Cavaliers have finally played their first preseason game, man. Cavs basketball is officially back. I know when the regular season start, then I can really say it's officially back. But Cavaliers basketball is finally back. However, we did lose our first game to the Atlanta Hawks. A game that we really I feel like we could have won that game, man. But the Hawks players they was able to make clutch buckets down the end of the stretch and got a clutch defensive stop at the last second. Um it's definitely a little different now, when you playing another team and you're not scrimmaging each other, at practice and stuff. So yeah, they just they finally got to see another team besides their own players, and so yeah, and I saw some flat shots from players. It was some flat shots, like shots falling short. It was some turnovers, some misses. Both teams, both sides. I think you just gotta get used to playing again in the actual game and stuff like that. But it's preseason. It's about you know creating good habits. It's not really all about just winning the game. Of course, you want to win, but this is a new group learning, with the guys that they already have here. Getting reps in is very important. Trying new things and seeing what it look like, especially with Allen being out. We got to see Evan Mobley at center. How some of us been looking forward to seeing that for a minute now, seeing what Evan Mobley could do at the center position, right? Um, but yeah, the Cavs they lost. You know, they lost. It's all good though. It was an exciting game. I enjoyed the game. Just being a fan, it was just fun to watch. Um, it was just fun to watch. But the Cavs lost by 1 point, 108 to 107. You see on the screen. With a potential game winning lob to Dean Wade. Shout out to Dean Wade. I know a lot of people, not too sold on Dean Wade at this moment, but shout out to Dean Wade. We almost got it with a lob, almost connecting, but it got broken up. But it's some good things that you could take away from this game, Um, more positive than negatives that I like to look at it. It's only one game into the preseason, I believe. We have three to go. We got to see Orlando Magic, of course. That would be the next game. But the bright light and the player of this game, yes, the player of this game. I'm gonna say it early. Isaac Okoro, that man, Isaac, man, Isaac Okoro. Before I say more about that, before I say anything else about that, um, I'm gonna get to that in a second, man. But let's just talk about Jared Allen injury real quick. Um, so about Jared Allen injury real quick. Jared Allen was riding the exercise bike at shoot around, and I remember when Mobley had got hurt. I think it was preseason. Was it preseason last year? You can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to remember, but I do remember him getting hurt. I think it was preseason last season. Um, it was something I believe forgot. I think it was preseason he got hurt though, but he came back like we basically shut him down. Basically, he was hurt, and we basically protecting our future star player. We shut him down or whatever and stuff like that. But what I'm trying to say is Jared Allen injury. Jared Allen was riding the exercise bike at shoot around, and basically, I think it was I think it was I'm trying to think. Damn, I'm trying to think. What they said? Did Jared Allen get hurt at practice, or this was I'm trying to. I'm all over the place. I'm trying to think if he got hurt at practice or um it happened it built up. I'm trying to remember exactly what they said, but long story short, man, um, he was riding an exercise bike at shoot around. I think they said he will be reevaluated in about 2 weeks. So anyway, basically comparing him to Evan Mobley, he most likely will not be back or play a preseason game. Most likely, that's what it's looking like. So now that leads me to say this and all that. Now with Allen being out, of course, not only Evan Mobley, but you got guys like Tristan Thompson and Damian Jones, right? You got them guys that can see some time with Jared Allen being out, especially Jones. Getting some reps. I think he can use. I think he have a chance to like make a push to be in the rotation, backing up Jared Allen. That's something I felt like we didn't have last year. I know we had Rolo and we had Diakite and shoot, I don't even know who else was our bigs. I think that was about it as far as like bigs players going. But we had Rolo, how I feel about Rolo. But I think Damian Jones have a chance. He has a chance. If Damian Jones could like continue to do his thing, for the rest of the preseason, then he can have opportunity to see the floor a lot. Damian Jones, he was 4 for 4, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. Of course, he couldn't buy a free throw, but that's okay. I ain't tripping about that. Some people might trip about that. I ain't tripping about the free throw. Um, I think with Damian Jones, if he is in the rotation, he will see a lot of opportunities and benefit from our guards. As long as he continue to hang around that basket area like he does, for like a dunk or a second chance bucket or getting a rebound and kicking it out. But you do gotta work on the free throws. You gotta work on the free throws, my boy. You do gotta work on that. But I like what I saw from Damian Jones. Not nothing crazy, but he did show something. And don't be surprised by JB lineups. I spoke about that I think last live or two ago. JB is going to try some things. He's going to even try during the regular season. Um he got some stuff up his sleeve. I want to see what else he do, but he gave hints, what could happen. And in this game, he went smaller with no Jared Allen, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Caris LeVert. Haven't seen him in the starting lineup and since the Knicks series, I think. Max Strus and Evan Mobley. So that was his lineup. A little smaller lineup, little smaller ball lineup. And I feel like Mobley. I think Mobley had more space to operate. So I find that kind of interesting. Seeing how Evan Mobley was playing out there and moving, and having the ball in his hands. Now Evan Mobley, he went 3 for 6, 10 points, 9 rebounds, almost a double double, 1 block, 4 for 5 from the free throw line. And I mean, Evan Mobley, he looks solid at center. I still don't trust it, for a 82 game season. Um, but in certain matches, we could do that. Have Evan Mobley and Damian Jones out there. That's interesting. And Mobley, he will get more touches this season, in the offense, and let him like handle the ball from the elbow area, to making passes with the spacing around him. Just look out for all that as he did in this game as well. Um, but playing the Evan Mobley and Damian Jones together, yeah, we could. Yeah, that's something. Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, they had trouble knocking down shots. And you could tell it's the first game, right? So it's preseason, nothing to go crazy about. It's preseason. Just everybody relax, okay? Um, relax. The 1 for 10, relax. Um, Probably some rust, and you got to get in a rhythm. But it was good ball movement from what I saw, and my people's from DFJ Hoops, man. Shout out to Bubba, hit me up talking about Darius Garland 1 for 10 performance, and I'm just like, yo, I had to let him know, like, yo, come on, man, chill, man. Really, we gonna cook Darius Garland for having 1 for 10, in a preseason game, his first game. We know what Darius could bring, man. Like, stop the foolishness,
Shame.
man.
Shame. Shame. It don't matter. It don't matter.
So it don't matter to me. He went for 1 for 10, man. I know Darius gonna do what he do next game or when the regular season start. So miss me with that 1 for 10 stuff. Come on, bro. Shout out to you though, man. That's crazy. But like it's preseason. It's preseason. You know what I mean? So which means the season before the season. So yeah, Darius had a tough shooting night. Okay. You gotta get in the rhythm, But did y'all see that Darius Garland chase down block? I saw that though, right? Now some people don't think no don't know if he got it or not. I think he got it. That was a chase down block. I don't did it count towards a stat? I gotta double check on that. Did it count towards a stat? But that chase down block by Darius, man, yeah. So forget the 1 for 10 shooter, man. Get that out your head, please. But back to the game though, but as a whole, I think the Cavs was able to get up and down the floor. They just need to play a little better defense, during the game or whatever. Um, as far as the first half was going, we definitely seeing more movement and seeing a little faster play, and it looked like getting easier buckets. We had 24 fast break points, and we shot about 48 threes, man. 48 threes with Strus and Niang, man. Being out there with us, like you could tell like the difference with having Niang and Strus out there. You could tell the difference in the offense, man. And that's what I'm, man. Wait till the season start, man. They're gonna have to respect. Y'all gotta respect our shooters now. Y'all gotta respect our shooters now. We got some shooters. We got some hitters over here now. So you better duck. If you don't duck, good luck, man. But um, yeah, we gonna man, we gonna watch. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see, man. But it was definitely some movement out there. And the first bucket was a Max Strus three. Right? Shout out to Max Strus. The first bucket, very first bucket for us was a Max Strus three. And I was mad when I seen him like being over passive. Like some of the guys out there was over passive, I believe, trying to move the ball. But I was like, yo, Max Strus. I was like, yo, shoot it. I said, yo, shoot it, bro. What you doing? Shoot the ball. Shoot it. I get it. Shoot it. The team ball, I get it, man. It's cool. I'm cool with it. But shoot it, man. That's what we got you here for. Shoot the ball. You a knockdown shooter. You good at what you do. But it's all good. Um, it's all good. Glad the ball is moving fast. So shout out to him, man. Just regular season is gonna have to be a little different, but we are like rebounding and pushing the ball. I see, and we was getting deflections in the passing lanes as well. So it was a lot of good things out there, man. So then you have like going into halftime. So at the halftime, we cranked up the defense. We created fast break points, getting out on the break. Well, I think Isaac Okoro. You could get Isaac Okoro going there, man, on fast breaks, man. And I say, yo, play to these players' strengths. I say that all the time. Um, but I feel at the halftime, the Cavs had the defense. Cavs defense was creating offense, and that's what you want to see from them. You want to see from this team, because our defense in the third quarter is what really got us back in the game, right? So, um, quick question too, yo, is Dean Wade back? Is y'all still out on Dean Wade? I know what we said about Dean Wade, man. I know what I said about Dean Wade. But let me know if Dean Wade is back. I know he didn't, play as much. He's gonna be with the third unit, obviously. But look, look. I gave him another chance. I'm giving him another chance. He had some shots for us. Um, the reason why I'm giving him another chance, whether he's in the rotation or not, Dean Wade is capable of some stuff. I know what he's capable of, so I'm not all the way out on Dean Wade, but he just got to show he want to be here, man. He got to show he want to be here, but it don't look like he's going to be a part of this rotation. When the season get ready to start, they had him coming towards the end of the game, but man, I wish he could have got that game win alive, yo. Um, that would have been a confidence booster for Wade. You know what I mean? And shout out to Sharif Cooper, man. Shout out to Sharif. I know Sharif fans want him on the Cavs roster, but I don't think he will make the team. You know that like that last spot because I believe we have one roster spot left. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I think we have one spot left, if it's that. But I don't think Sharif is getting that last roster spot. I'm happy, you know, he's getting some time in with the Cavs, but I don't think he's gonna get that last roster spot. Shoot, I think that last spot would be for a guy like Imani Bates or one of them guys. You feel me? So Sharif is a good player, you know, but it's about what can you bring to the table. What can you bring different to the table? You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. What can you bring, Sharif? So like, um, what can you bring? You know, you gotta look at the size. Being able to get effort on the defensive end. Like with me, for me, I would take CPJ, which is, he's already on the team. So and he's already on a two-way. And at some point, trust me, he will be on the roster. Like trust me, he's gonna be on the roster, and I'm talking about like again a permanent contract. I can see it down the line. CPJ is pretty good. Like with CPJ, he brings something different with his skill set to the table. Like he brings something different in terms of impacting the game in many ways. Now we haven't seen it really in a real NBA season, but so far of the sample size and what he have done over his time playing basketball, he brings something different to the table. He impact the game in many ways that can help you win a game. So shout out to Craig Porter Jr. With that and one dunk he had. Shout out to Craig Porter. But Sharif, I really shout out to Sharif Cooper, man, for real. Um, and Imani Bates. Yeah, Imani Bates. Stop the rookie of the year chance, man. Like I see some of y'all fans talking about rookie of the year. It's not gonna happen. If he's gonna be playing with the charge and he's gonna be playing some of the games with the Cavs, he's gonna be on the roster with the Cavs for some of the games and he's gonna spend some of the time down with the charge. He's not gonna be able to win rookie of the year. He won't even be allowed. You gotta understand. Maybe y'all just playing, but look, he's not gonna be able to win rookie of the year, man. He gotta act like it'll take a lot. He would have to be in the rotation. It would take a lot for him to win rookie of the year over guys like Scoot Henderson, Vic out of San Antonio, and other people, right? But Imani is like I said, still the draft. But Imani Bates, there's a case for him, with that roster spot I'm talking about. I think Sharif Cooper should be on a team. He should be on somebody roster, just not this team because of our guards. The guards that we have already. Um, if we can keep him with the charge and give him a two-way contract at the converting Imani Bates or Isaiah or whoever it might be, then I'm cool with that. Giving him a chance Imani Bates, like I've been telling y'all, he's hungry for basketball. He let it be known all the time. Like right here, this picture of him, he let it be known he's grateful to be here, man. He's grateful to have a chance to play basketball. He's very grateful for the opportunity, and he's making the most of it. The thing with Imani Bates, he's not gonna rush the process. He's going to leave it up to you, and his actions is going to speak louder than his words because we talk about a guy like Ty Jerome, right? When Coach JB says that, oh, it's going to be hard to keep Ty Jerome off the floor, because of how well he's been doing. But hey, Coach, that 6'8", 6'9" wing guard or whatever you want to call it, it's going to be it's going to be hard to keep him off the floor as well. Imani Bates can replace a Dean Wade just because of what he brings different to the table. If his defense gets better and other small things and intangibles, he should be on this team. He should get a full time roster spot eventually down the line. I know JB said JB want him on the team. Like he gonna want him with the team for the most of the season, and then spend a little bit down with the charge. And he gonna kill in the charge. He's gonna kill in the charge. Coach Mike gonna get him right, but he want him to spend some time with Coach Mike too. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, man. But down, it's really no rush for Imani Bates. But I'm saying, man, like if anybody could get a roster spot, Imani should. You saw what Imani did in this game, man. Like, and what he been doing all summer. He been showing you, and he been proving his worth. But everybody on the Cavs, they room for him because like they know what they know what we know, and we want to see him succeed because he's talented, and Imani will get a spot before Sharif Cooper will. Like I really like if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but Imani Bates is he should get a spot before Cooper will if they had to choose. Imani, Imani just got to learn the game more and know what to do and not to do at the NBA level, of course, because let's be real, he's going to make mistakes. He's human. We all are human, so we all make mistakes every day and learn from them. Um, so I think with Imani, he definitely can help this Cavs team down the line, and yeah, I think that's a something to look at, man. He had a good game too, man. Shot pretty good, almost won us the game. Almost won us the game. That's the sad part. He almost won us the game, man. But the Hawks held in. Shout out to the Hawks. But move right along. Ricky Rubio. No Ricky Rubio, of course. That's not a surprise. But Todd Jerome, yo, we have our backup guard in Todd Jerome. I believe he will take Ricky Rubio's spot, of course, and Ricky Rubio absence from the Cavaliers. I won't wait until preseason, is over to really say this because I think he's going to replace Ricky Rubio if he's in the rotation for the backup point guard. Like JB been saying, it's hard to keep him off the floor. He just know how to play the game. Um, I like what I've seen from Todd Jerome out there so far. He had 9 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. However, he did get into some foul trouble on the defensive end. He had about 4 fouls, but overall, I think he played. I think he played solid, like most of the players on his team. And it's the first game, so I'm not really going too hard. Preseason game. Guys like Pete Nance and Justin, they didn't play. They probably will play within the next game or two. And Zaire Smith, he played. Wasn't nothing worth talking about, but he was in the game. Just to throw that out there. Sam Merrill also was in the game. The team was getting excited when he was coming off the screens and getting ready to shoot. He had some buckets off the screens and a catch. In the corner. He reminded me of Kyle Korver a little bit. When he was when Kyle Korver was here, of course. I don't know. I just think he reminded me of Kyle Korver. I think Sam could be like in that 11-man rotation. I think he could make a case. And I think fans will want him to be because what he brings to the table, his skill set, the ability to move and shoot that ball. I think he could see a 11-man rotation as well. Um, Now let me get to the last player. We had to give respect to the last player I want to talk about. Oh, shout out to Cass LeVert. Cass LeVert also he did decent. Shout out to Cass LeVert. Um, I think I talked about it. I don't think I missed anybody that was no like worth talking about. I think, but like I said, everybody played pretty solid for the most part. It's the first preseason game. Darius 1 for 10. All right, whatever. But let me give respect to the last guy, man. And coach, when you hear this, if you hear this, I hope you listening out there, man. Put some respect on Ice name, man. This is the year for Ice. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. This the year for Ice. Ice Okoro. Okoro, man. He was the player of the game. He's the brightest player of the game, man. Shout out to everybody else, but even in the loss, he was the player of the game, man. Shout out to Isaac Okoro, man. I really like what I'm seeing. It's only one game. Let's check it out real quick. So please, we gotta put respect on his name, right? Um, he played he played most of his minutes in 21 minutes, 6 of 8 from the field, 2 for 4 from the 3-point line, 5 for 5 from the charity, the free throw line, of course, and yeah, man, 19 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Yeah, we gotta put respect. We gotta put respect on his game. On his overall game, gotta put respect on it. Okoro defense is the best on the team. Besides Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, it's just that we all been wondering like about the shooting mechanics. His offense, of course. His offense in general. Like from this game and moving forward, like he's going to make a case. I feel like to win that starting position or at least try to do that. Now, me personally, he's not going to be able to get it. I think. I think Max Strus will be the starting small forward or whatever, just off the fact of what he brings as a shooter. The only thing Isaac, got going for him is on the defensive end when it comes to comparing him and Max Strus. He's obviously a better defensive player than Max Strus. But Okoro, I think he put the Okoro haters on notice. I know it's only one game, but look, man, this was a good game for Isaac Okoro. I think he deserves some respect. Even though it's the first preseason game, he's still doing his drives to the basket. He was good in transition. He shot from the wing. He went 2 for 4 from outside. So they said all this Isaac Okoro, things. They said all the things he was doing. He's doing good in camp, shooting the ball. Um, if he's showing with confidence and trying to shot create, even shot create, yeah, I'm excited for this season. And I think the Isaac Okoro hate will go down if he able to perform and show that he took a leap on the offensive end. Yeah, we should not see as much Isaac Okoro hate. The same thing we saw with Cass LeVert when he was having his sort of a down stretch of games, and then he was able to pull through and quiet the noise. I'm looking for Ace Okoro to quiet the noise. I think Okoro is tough when you let him get like downhill, but if he able to like just be that spot up shooter off the bench, because I don't think he's gonna be, I don't think he's gonna win the starting position. So if he able to be that spot up shooter off the bench for us, consistently, then I believe it's up from here, man, for Isaac Cole, man. Um, I think it's up from here, man. But shout out to Ice, man. Shout out to Ice Okoro, man. Um, yeah, man. Y'all, let me know how y'all feel about this game, man. I'm ready for the next game. I'm excited. Um, like I said, a lot of good things from this game. You saw the ball move. I think a lot of good things came from this game. Um, but I like to thank you and you for viewing this live, man. Shout out to everybody on the playback. Um, Cavaliers basketball is back, so you already know what it is, man. Um, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, go Cavs.